Hey folks, Aspiring Engineer here. Welcome back to another calculated conversation. Tonight I want to kind of talk about the meta of being a student. A while back I saw a TED Talk about the Super Mario way of thinking where it's okay to fail as long as you keep trying and eventually reach your goal. And I feel like the approach of online learning has definitely gone that way. I know, since I was a kid until now, I feel like there's a big difference between how our assignments are graded, where we're given a lot of chances online to get it right before it'll mark it as wrong. It just says it's wrong, figure out why it's wrong, and then keep going until you get it right. And I feel like that's a very positive way to learn things like calculus and physics, where you may not know why it's wrong initially, but it causes you to study and figure out why it's wrong and then come back until it's right. And that's a lot more motivating than going and getting it wrong and just being told that you fail. My next point comes from being in the workforce and being on jobs where I felt maybe overwhelmed, but failure was not an option there. So even though the concept is to try until you succeed, there's still this finite no fail zone where you're going to do everything in your power to get that job done, whether that be going and buying new tools, changing your plan, getting organized, staying up all night, whatever it takes to get that job done on time. And I feel like my courses here at college are a lot the same way, where I know that it's costing me a whole bunch of money to do these, and I don't want to fail them. I don't want to ruin my GPA. I want my future to be bright, where people will say, oh, look at the only thing I can judge you by is your GPA, and that's high now. But my point is that I'm going to do whatever it takes to understand the patterns and relationships that my professors are trying to teach me, and that these courses are attainable because they're taught by humans for humans and they're structured around humans. So it's just a matter of commitment, and I'm 100% committed this time around. The single most defining factor of how I'm going to get through school is my level of commitment and taking out any sort of distractions that might be in my way. Speaking of distractions, it's kind of a catch-22. Distractions. The harder we work, the better distractions feel. But then when we engage in a lot of distractions, you experience the law of diminishing returns, where each time you engage in that distraction, whether it be TV, video games, just goofing off, whatever, the more we engage in those things, the less satisfying they are each time. And so the real inverse relationship of distractions and focus is that the more we do one of them, the more attractive the other is. And so it's been really good to have a very resolute mindset where I'm going to put my distractions at the end of what I'm doing, because I know that right now it's not safe to engage in distractions because I need to get this stuff done for the next day or whenever it's due, and I need to set myself up for success in my classes, and then my goal is at the end of the week, then I can engage in some distractions, blow some steam off, have a good time. I've been on the other side of that, where it's really easy to spiral, where you're just looking for distractions to make yourself feel good, but honestly, when you actually engage and do what you're supposed to do, there are rewards in that as well. Distracting yourself is not the only way to feel good. Actually, accomplishing things is also a way to feel good. And the more you train your brain to look for those accomplishments and completion of your goals, the more your brain's going to register that, hey, this is making me feel good, I want to keep doing that. One cool thing about being back to school is I feel like I get to focus a lot more of the time now, and so it's often really hard when there are a million things going on to stop and focus and get my things done. But I feel like my brain is just kind of getting snappier now, where I've got so much stuff to do all the time. My brain's just getting used to it. It's powered up, it's ready to go. I say, hey, I need to do this. My brain just flips it on, and I go and do it. It's really great. The academic rigor is actually a stimulant. So that's my 2-cent advice. I know everyone's different, everyone interprets things differently, but that is the way I'm feeling right now, and I'm actually feeling really good from it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. This is the Aspiring Engineer, signing out.